Hi, this is Tom and Heather in the studio. This is Mitts Monday in the studio.
Yes, and please do subscribe to our channel on YouTube, like and share it as well, and click on that notification bell so you could always know when we're online and things to share.
We're having some internet issues again, and so this is kind of crashing out tonight. So this could be all very jumpy, and we apologize for that. If you are online with us, let us know that you're here with us.
Now, 8:30 seems to be a more difficult time, but I have got something else going on until 8 o'clock. So just for the next couple weeks, we're going to be meeting at 8:30 Central Standard Time. So we've had a really interesting week of preparation, and then in the studio, and then getting ready to go out on tour. So we've had an amazing time out on tour, and we just wanted to share a little bit with you. And we were hoping that you can actually there's no issues with the stream. So if there is, let us know. But while we still have at least, oh, hello, Gary. Dr. Jack. You'll have to let us know, Gary, about how the stream is coming out. Sometimes when we don't have really good internet. Oh, hi, Deb King.
Hi, Deb.
Oh my gosh, I want to see you. Yeah, sometimes when we don't have the best internet, we have some issues.
Something went wonky tonight.
Skarut.
Hi, Tony. Not sure what's going on, but
we're gonna.
It's telling us that we're dropping lots of frames. So
yeah, but we're not going to worry about it. Let's go ahead with.
Okay.
We might end a little early, but who knows?
Yeah.
So anyway, we went out on a tour. We called it the Great Escape because it was time for us to leave. It was time for us to leave Chicago land and do something different. Get out there and experience the world.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. And where'd we go?
We went up to Upper Wisconsin, past Wausau. We went to Merrill, Wisconsin, and to the Sawmill Brewing Company.
Mm-hmm. That was our very first visit. Hey, Kurt. That was our very first place, and that's a repeating place. This is the fourth time that we've been there, and Tony's saying that there's no hiccups, so it sounds like
good.
We're good. Yeah,
good. All right, that's excellent.
But we've been there before, so they kind of knew what they were getting, and
they're very friendly.
They're incredibly friendly, and the music. We've always said that our music is on search of the listener, and they certainly are. They really do like our music up there, so that was fun.
Yeah.
But we had some people with us too. We had an opener this time.
We had 3 openers this time with us. We had Avol.
Mm-hmm. And Angela Chamberlain is her actual name, but her stage name is Avol, Avol. So go out and like her. She's pretty fantastic.
Avol Music.
Yep, Avol_music, I think. Yeah.
She's pretty incredible. And we took
Joe Martin.
Joe Martin,
and you can find him on Hi Joe Martin, but he's kind of like a
acoustic hip hop.
Yeah, acoustic hip hop. So he does a lot of his kind of has his own he uses his instrument as a drum, so it's very beat oriented, and he's just having a lot of fun, and it was just so great to have him with us.
I think beat is the operative, because that's what he does with his guitar. He beats that guitar. It's a merciless beating.
That's true. And then we had another gentleman named Young Isaac with us. So, and he is, he's an up and coming songwriter. He'll be at the Tavern in, I think it's Streamwood, on the 24th. So you can come out to see him on the 24th. But these are all people that have kind of come into our world since the open mic started.
Yeah.
And you know what? We don't know if we'll take others out with us again as openers, but at least in the Chicagoland area, it's always good to kind of know who the talent is that are songwriters that would like to go out and have their music heard. So it's been really fun to have them. And we learned a lot about each of them in their own right. We learned that Ava likes to take Polaroid pictures of people. That was a fun thing that she did. She also likes to craft her food. You find out a lot about people when they're eating their food. Do you know this?
I did not know
Like,
that. I did not know that.
so she had a bunch of eggs, but she didn't really like the bacon being separated,
Yeah, we're getting stutters.
but not unbearable. So she was like sprinkling a lot of bacon on top of her over medium eggs. But then when she was at my place in Fond du Lac, she was also taking a different approach to the food that Joe Martin made, and created some toast with the avocados, and so she was doing things very different than the rest of us on the food side. She's kind of creating her own food. And then young Isaac, we found out he's a very big introvert. And we had matched him up with a couple people that were really extroverts, and he was totally gone by the end of the weekend. But I think we all learned a lot about each other and our love for music during this time too, because we really did coach each other, talk to each other about improving, what could we do, some things to watch out for. And so when you invest just that whole weekend time just talking about music and things like that, I mean, it's just a really good thing. I mean, you don't get that time in your normal life just to focus on the music.
No.
What did you think of the weekend?
Of what?
The weekend.
I thought I needed some sleep.
You still do.
I still do.
I'm the only one that actually got, I think, sleep until somewhat like 11 o'clock today. The rest of you, I know, had to go back to work. I don't think Joe Martin actually went. He didn't. I think he probably could sleep in too.
It was a lots of fun.
Yes.
And very tiring.
Yes.
Very little sleep.
But that whole idea of going out on tour is you do a lot of work. Like you're packing, unpacking.
It's one of the few times in life that you get to just focus on just your music.
Yep.
We're not focused on anything else, not worrying about, typically not worried about meals or anything like that.
Well, because I'm taking care of I'm the band manager. I'm band management.
But you don't have to sit around and do dishes and
I love
clean a
that.
house or anything like that.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
Who is Essex Maniac?
I don't
love
know.
that you're joining us. I just don't know like your name, your real name.
Yeah.
You have to let us know. So the idea of taking the three with us from this open mic, it was to be openers. So how did that whole thing go at Sawmill Brewing Company? What was that like?
I think it all went well, but I never really looked at it practically as like openers, like
right.
I wish that we had me.
Now we don't need to go.
That was the thing. Yeah. It was that, I really gave them everything I could to make them sound amazing,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were.
And they sounded phenomenal. So there was no real like opener, like, this is just a kind of brush off. Because typically, I work with, hi, Michael J.
Oh, hi, Michael J.
With my job, we work with, world stars kind of things. But when you're an opener, you don't get half the lights. You don't get anything. The opener, they make sure that the opener looks worse than the main.
Oh, we didn't.
Band.
No.
And we didn't have anything like that at all.
We were very engaged in what they were doing, and I basically set it up that they're the Chicago Rising Stars, which I think, they are. Avel and Alan, they are writing music like crazy. Avel's probably has 100 tunes that she's already created, and Alan's writing like, in frenzy. But anyway, so excited that we were able to hang out with them for the weekend. And and it was great to visit people that we hadn't seen in a really long time since the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to do that at the Sawmill Brewing Company. If you're ever up that way, please stop by. It is really the brew. They've got not just, their brews or beers are great, but they also have got this amazing, I'm still dreaming about it. It's a micro brew coffee. And they give it to you in this little can jar. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I had it the next morning. Sorry about that, but I didn't get you one. I had one, and it was so good. It was much better than anything else I've ever had. So they do their own, micro brew of their coffee.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
So we went there first, and then where did we go?
Well, we spent the night with Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Gary hosted us,
Yep, he has a place in Tomahawk, so we
and we
went
had
up
a very
there.
nice time.
Yep.
It was
Once he
it
could
was
find the
lovely.
keys. Remember,
Yeah.
he couldn't
Oh
find the
yeah,
key.
that was the humorous thing when we got there. Left the keys at home or in the car that we left at my house,
Mm-hmm.
and having to get to the keys after they had a foot of snow.
We won't tell you
And
where
it
it
was
is, but it was encased in ice of some kind, so it was
yeah.
hard
So
to.
it was
And
it
we
was kind
needed,
of archaeological expedition trying
and
to
they need
recover
somebody that
that.
actually had slim hands to get it and just kind of stuff. Anyway,
Yeah,
Avel was
she was the hero for
she
the
was the
evening,
hero. Yes, she
but we had a
was.
lovely time.
Yes, it was really great.
The one thing nice, both nights that we were out, we had a place to stay.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
typically, when we're on the road, if we're traveling,
I give you the worst
well, I
place to
usually get the
stay.
worst
Yeah,
place to stay.
that's not true
But
though.
you usually have to pay for a hotel,
Yeah, yeah.
and hotels are expensive, and
Mm-hmm.
there was a lot more expense taking out three
Right.
extra people,
Right.
but it was worth it. It was a fun.
What did we eat when we went back to Gary's house?
Oh well, you brought all the fixings for pizzas. There was way too many pizzas. I think
We had
we
5
make
pizzas, but
at
we made
least
them
5
with the
pizzas.
homemade crust that was already made. And yeah, but the last time we went to Gary's house, we didn't have much food. So we went out to someplace late. And when you're out late at night, you get what you can get. And
Oh, I remember what was it, like Triggs or something like that.
yes,
And we're like running up and down the aisles because
they were going to close.
closing,
Yeah.
and we're running up and down the aisles just grabbing anything we could throw in a basket and get out of there.
Yeah. But the pizzas did take time, but I got to tell you, that smell of like fresh dough being baked, it smelled like a pizza
Yeah.
parlor there. So it was good.
Yeah, it was real nice.
And then that next morning, we got up and ate at this fantastic family restaurant in Tomahawk.
Yeah.
It's Gary's favorite. And yeah, we had just a great time there.
Yep. And then hit the road to
Oshkosh.
Oshkosh, and then it was snowing most of the time going there, and
I loved it. It was very beautiful. Yep.
We stopped by your place though first, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yep. And
'cause
we had a little bit of respite. I'm not sure if anyone actually took
no,
a nap.
well, we
but-
had to get that piano out. We had the piano show that we had to get out of the car or out of the trailer.
Yep. So anyway, we rested a little bit, and then we went to a place called Twisted Roots.
Yep.
And it's a
It's
pretty,
in Oshkosh.
and it's really near the Oshkosh University of Wisconsin at Oshkosh, I believe. And
Okay.
so it's a big town for the college kids.
Okay.
And so there's bars up and down the street, and we were at Twisted Roots, and we had a lot of friends that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe's did. I had some that came out as well, and it was just a great night of just perfecting our art. Let's put it that way. And we
Mhm.
got to see our openers also kind of become more perfectionist about what they were doing too.
Yeah.
So it was a great night.
Each time they played and sang, they got better and better
Yeah,
and
it
more
was
solid.
it
and
was fantastic. It really was. And then after that, we went back to my house, and I went to bed. I just want to let you know we played until 12:30, and so
Well,
it's
there was
like
a time
way
change.
past my
By the
bedtime.
time I
Oh, that's
went to
right.
sleep,
Yeah.
it was close to 4.
That
with the
means it was
time
at 5
change. No,
a.m.
no, it
Oh,
was,
with it,
it was,
yeah, yeah.
it was close to 4, and then we got up the next morning and did it all again.
We then we went to this wonderful bar. It happens to be Les Paul's family's bar, and he played in that bar for 35 years. It's
It's
it
called
is
Club 400.
it is the oldest bar in Waukesha.
Yeah, 75 years or something like that.
Yeah,
But the building's been around like 100
building has been,
and
yes,
something.
it used to be a hotel, and then it got changed into a place just for older, like people coming back from World War I, veterans, to stay in this rooming house, a boarding house. And then it was changed into a bar in the late 1980s. So it's got a lot of history, and you could feel it when you walked in the room. There was like, you feel like there was, I guess, kind of through the wood and
Yeah.
And a couple has they're the new owners there. Only been there for a year, and they're totally remodeling it and
And you got a
kind of
chance to
making
see
it.
their additional
I
stuff
did.
that
I
they're
went
doing.
upstairs and I saw what they were doing, and that's fun, just making new friends.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of what this is.
Yep.
Because you go out on the road and just the owners and the people that you meet,
Yep.
they become friends, and then you go back again. Like
Yep.
with Sawmill, we've been there 4 times or
Yep.
something, and
Yep.
we'll be back again this summer.
So go to Waukesha and go to Club 400 Bar and Grill. It's a great little place, and you're gonna feel it too. It felt a little bit like Cheers, like Norm. Everybody knew
Yeah.
each other, and everybody was family, and you could tell that they really loved being with each other there. So that was fun.
Mhm.
And then after that,
That was a long drive.
we searched for a
back.
Starbucks. There was none to be found.
Waukesha doesn't have any Starbucks
No.
apparently, because we were looking for some treats for Gary.
Oh, I know. Then he got out his chocolate bar, and he didn't even share any with me. It was like, so you don't
You
love
wouldn't have
me at
eaten
all.
anyway.
I know I wouldn't have.
You would have never eaten it.
But anyway, I think what would be like the one thing that you learned on this trip?
People need sleep.
We
If
could
you want
write
to
a
be at
song.
your best, you need sleep.
He looked at me at one point and said, I don't do well on 4 hours of sleep. That's right. That's true.
Well, it's a very taxing thing.
It is. We work very hard. I know all the guys work harder than I do, but yeah, my wallet works really hard, but cha-ching, cha-ching. But anyway, we had just a fantastic time. We're going to share with you a quick video, and then you want to share with us? It's not.
Yeah. Well, what we had happen was everybody was taking videos and pictures and stuff, except for me. For some odd reason, I was working.
You were working.
Mm-hmm. But I called on everybody, just, hey, send me what you got. But Joe was the only person who got me stuff today. So
my Google Photos was not being cooperative. So
it was such a last minute thing. So this video I put together
doesn't have any of Joe in it.
Yeah,
but
very little bit of Joe.
We're gonna spend time this week.
It was just as fast as I could throw the thing together,
right.
Just so we had something to play for you tonight.
Right.
And it gives you a little bit of an idea of what it was like, just a wee bit. Okay,
yes, absolutely.
So we'll watch a little bit of that, and we'll be back with you in just a second. Here we go.
We can try to what? Sorry. B-roll.
Oh, okay.
B-roll.
Like maybe we could try to.
All your tears will dry. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Alan appears to be giving people drugs.
Is she taking all of us? She's giving.
This is right now. This is right now. Meryl. I'm sorry.
You treat me badly.
I love how those work.
I love you badly. You really got hold on me. You really got hold on me. I don't want you, but I need you. Don't wanna kiss you, but I need to. Oh.
There's still another bag.
Where's these peppers?
Those right there. Those up. Yeah. band. Come blow your horn, start celebrating. Right this way.
Ocean is an ocean when moving, but starting slowly. It's back and forth when we're playing, it's got me going crazy. But I can't help but to cooperate. We're making love reality.
A little bit. Yeah.
God, how are you? I need to do like the big view here. Because that is on widescreen.
Oh, so you can see all of us?
Yeah, there we go. Look at Abel, look, you're on Cash Cab. With me, I'm so sick. I'm looking at your Facebook pictures of the.
Well, there you go. That's just a little bit of that was Joe's camera. In the coming weeks, we'll try to get young Isaac's
Yes,
camera.
but thanks for
and
putting that
Abel.
together. I know that you did
It
it
was,
like in an hour.
It was
so
it was pretty quick, and
I appreciate
you know,
that very much.
edits weren't
So,
exactly wonderful or anything like that. But
no, it kind of gives you all a taste of kind of what it was like, and just kind of being a whole family for a weekend. So
Yeah.
it was really fun. And the fact that Joe Martin made breakfast for all of us on Sunday
Yeah.
morning,
yeah,
it was a little bit like, like a one of those bowls, like a, I don't know, they're called like
not
mixer.
not scramblers
No,
or
no.
something like.
Well,
What are they
maybe it
called?
is a scrambler. No, it's not a scrambler. It's a
Nah, I can't remember the name of anything right now. I hardly
Yeah,
know my own name.
but
tonight.
okay, but you start with, let me just tell you this. You start with some hash browns, but you give it a little bit of heat. So spice. A skillet.
There you go.
All right. So, but you put it in a bowl instead of having it being on a skillet. So it's got the hash browns, a little bit of heat. And then you put sausage that's been crumbled. It's like crumbled sausage.
I didn't have sausage on mine.
Oh, I'm sorry. You missed out. And then crumbled sausage. And then you put the cheese on it. And then there were mushrooms. You could have mushrooms. And then there were avocados. And then you put from the avocados, then you have this creamy sauce that goes on top of, or you put the scrambled eggs or the, did you have over easy eggs? You had scrambled eggs.
I
And
had
then you put the
scrambled.
sauce on top. I'm like still dreaming about it. It is so good. He knocked it out of the park, man. So
Anyway,
great.
that was a little bit of a taste of what it's like to be on the tour with us.
So do you all want to come on the tour with us next time?
Yeah,
Be our roadies?
I know Tony was
Um,
thinking about going out with us, but
I think he'd be
this
good
is
as part
this
of
is
the
a
family.
this is a smaller thing, and we had talked it over, and
Mhm.
the venues that we were at,
They were all going to be very small.
they're very
so,
small.
yeah.
Jimmy wasn't with us. There was no drums or anything like that.
Yeah. Just a nice acoustic kind of
Just a
version of it, of our music.
a much smaller version.
Mhm.
I took more gear than we ever could possibly have used.
Yeah,
because
you would
I
downsize
brought-
next time.
I brought literally three times as many.
3 times?
Three times.
Not 4 times?
Three times
Just
as
3
many
times.
speakers as we actually needed. So
So I know Michael J, when he went out on tour, you're talking like what, 30 different musicians or something like that. Like
no,
how many
three musicians, 30 instruments.
Oh,
That
3
was their-
musicians. Okay,
That was their
but,
claim to
man,
fame.
I mean, 30 instruments. What kind of trailer would you have? It would have to be bigger than Barb's trailer.
Yeah, I have no idea. But Gary did similar kind of things. But I don't know. I've never seen Michael jump on top of a table, but I've seen Gary do that an awful lot
Okay,
of times.
I'll make sure that I post that. So watch our Shadowfields Facebook, because I will post a picture that the Sawmill Brewing Company took this time of him on the table.
Oh yeah.
So we actually have one from like 5 years ago where he was up by the moose or whatever it was.
Elk, I
And-
think it was.
Okay, elk. Yeah, nice. And then there's one on this time too. So we'll go ahead and do like a before and after.
I gotta switch instruments though.
If you're gonna stand on tables,
Yeah, the mandolin. You're not. You're really
they-
not going to draw much attention playing a little tiny thing like that.
I
you know?
just guess they probably wouldn't want to see you on a table.
Yeah,
I'm just
my
saying.
insurance company wouldn't either. So
No. Anyway, it's been great to hang out with you.
Oh,
But let
I just wanted.
oh,
we got to end up. We got to close up.
yeah.
But I wanted to say a big thank you to Michael for last week
Oh,
at
yes.
Open Mic.
Yes, he was very
um,
sweet.
A guy named Ferdy.
Yep.
and
Ferdy
Michael.
Brillantes. Ferdy Brillantes. He
Ferdy's
played,
a great jazz guitar player,
Yes, he is.
and Michael played bass,
Mm-hmm.
and Heather sang a lovely song.
Yes.
It was like a jazz standard.
I Wish You Love was the song.
It was wonderful.
And yes.
You know, there's so many talented people there, but for me personally, and I'm not biased by any
no,
means,
I not at all.
never. But that night, for me, that was the highlight of the night.
Well, thank you very much. It was
It
a
was
very
great.
good time. And
So,
I mean, and
a
you
big
made
thank
me
you to
sound good
Michael
because
for
you
that.
were doing the sound. So
Yeah.
it must have been just
It was
great.
easy.
So we
That
had
one, when you were up, I
17.
just tossed the
Who
tablet down and said,
who
"Oh,
needs this?
this is
Who
just
needs
perfect."
this?" Well, it was very, very fun to do that standard, and I think maybe we'll record it. You think we might record it in the studio?
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yes, it would be. Anyway, so thanks so much for hanging out with us, doing the recap. I am this week coming up. We're going to be focusing on getting a video done for Run Up That Hill.
Yes. So please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend about us. You know, because I don't like being a secret.
I know. we want the whole world to know.
Yeah, and it's wonderful when we travel around the country and there's people that know us around the country.
I know.
That's
It is
wonderful.
great.
And we'd love to see more of that.
Yeah. Joe Martin, thanks for coming with us on our
Yes,
trip.
Joe, thank you
were
so much.
Spectacular.
That
And
was
you can
fun.
come make me breakfast anytime. So thanks so much, everybody. Have
All
a
right.
fantastic evening. And we will put out another video about
Yes.
I couldn't get my footage in.
I promise next week I will be awake. I am
Oh,
an
please.
absolute zombie right now.
Yes.
So
All right. Well, thanks so much. We'll have a great night and we'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
All right.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.